Fire in the hole! Let's cook some Korean barbecue beef. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my barbecue pit. What I'm doing for you today is we're going to cook some Korean beef bulgogi, and I got this beautiful this is a boneless ribeye steak. We're going to cut this up, cut all this fat off of here, we don't need that, and I'm going to slice it in half, I think the long ways, like that. Slice it in half, and then I'm going to slice it into 1/8 inch slices like this. Slices of beautiful ribeye steak. Can you see that? I think you can. Yeah. All right, let me get my steak sliced up and get it in the bowl, and then we'll make the marinade for this Korean beef bulgogi. Stay tuned. Okay, I got all my ingredients out here, got my mixing bowl. This recipe is all about the marinade. The hardest part about this is you have to grate, all the ingredients have to be grated. This is some grated ginger and grated garlic. First thing we're going in there with. About an inch of ginger and about 6 cloves of garlic grated. Everything has to be grated for this recipe. We've got an onion that I grated, a grated onion. And let me tell you what, when you grate the onion, you're going to be crying, just so you know. And also, you have to grate an Asian pear. Now, in case you don't know what an Asian pear is, this is an Asian pear. I got this at the Kimchi Mart. I got 3 of them. And I grated one up. This is the grated pear right here. Gonna get that in there. The Asian pear has an enzyme in it that will break up the connective tissue in the meat and tenderize the meat. If you can't get Asian pear and you want to do this recipe, what you can do is substitute kiwi fruit for Asian pear. So anyway, we got our grated Asian pear, we've got our grated onion, grated garlic and ginger. Now here's another thing you need. This is gochugaru red chili pepper flakes, Korean red chili pepper flakes. You need about a tablespoon of these in there. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that. Maybe a little bit more. It's hot pepper flakes. And if you can't get those, I got them at my Asian market. But if you can't get red pepper flakes, you can use, you can substitute just regular red pepper flakes. And I've got some brown sugar. We need a couple of tablespoons of brown sugar. I need to clean my spoon off so I don't contaminate the brown sugar. A couple of tablespoons of brown sugar. And that's kind of to your taste. If you like it sweet, I'm putting 2 tablespoons of brown sugar in there because I do like it sweet. And that'll help caramelize the meat. Getting our meat marinade mixed up here. You need about 1/4 cup of soy sauce. I like premium soy sauce. And I didn't bring anything to measure, so I'm just going to eyeball this. About 1/4 cup of soy sauce. The recipe also calls for salt, but I think the soy sauce is salty enough without adding any more salt to this. So I'm not going to add any salt to this. Get the soy sauce in the marinade. So we've got the grated Asian pear, the grated onion, grated garlic, grated ginger, and just a splash of sesame oil. Just a tablespoon of sesame oil in there. Give it a little shine. We'll mix that all up. Move this over here. We'll get our beef over here. Got my bowl of beef. We're going to dump this on the beef and mix that all up. And that's got to marinate for 2 hours. Now, if you decide to use kiwi fruit instead of Asian pear, you can marinate it for less than 2 hours, but 2 hours minimum is the marinade time for this beef. So we got our ribeye steak cut up. We got the Asian pear marinade going in there, the beef bulgogi marinade. That's what that looks like right there. I'm just going to pop that in the fridge for about 2 hours. I'm going to make some rice. I got to do some other work in the house, and when I come back, we're going to cook this in a frying pan. Actually, so it's not really barbecue because we're cooking in a frying pan. I am cooking on the grill because I always cook on the grill. But it isn't really, strictly speaking, barbecue. Anyway, that's the marinade for the beef bulgogi. We're going to let that stuff marinate for about 2 hours. We'll come back and cook it. So stay tuned. Okay, my meat's been well marinated. I've got my Emerald Lagasse frying pan on the fire, getting hot. We're going to drop in some Sang stir-fry oil. You know all about Sang stir-fry oil. It's my favorite cooking oil. Remember, hot wok, cold oil, food don't stick. Now we're going to drop in some of that beef. Get it frying in there. That marinated beef bulgogi. I don't know if I can do it all in one go. I might be able to. My frying pan's pretty big. I might have to do it in batches, I don't know. Let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? You know, the food gods hate a coward. So yeah, let's get our meat in there. Get it cooking. Beef bulgogi. Good stuff. That Asian pear. Yeah, we're going to have to do it in batches. Asian pear marinade tenderizes the meat, and the other flavors of all the other grated ingredients that went in there. Onion, garlic, ginger, and everything. Get that in there. Let's take a look at one of those. There you go. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Look at that. Can you see that? Looking pretty good, boy. Looking pretty good. We're going to have to do it in batches. Give them a flip. You could cook these on the grill, but it would be a pain in the butt because they're such small pieces of meat. They would tend to fall through. And I could have got a fine mesh grill that I saw at the I saw one at the Oriental store, and I thought about getting it, but I said I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to cook this in a frying pan. And the heck with it. I'm going to move my raw beef over here and get my bowl ready for to put some of the cooked beef into. It's getting cooked. Give it a flip. Like to get a little caramelization on the meat if I could. Frying pan wasn't quite hot enough. Was clocking in at about 300, but I thought it was enough. That piece there looks pretty good. Look at that piece. Can you see that? Looking pretty good. Okay, yeah. Let's get my meat cooked up and get it off the fire. And then I'm going to get some rice and we'll plate some of this up. And we'll have a beer and drink a beer and taste some of this Korean beef bulgogi. So stay tuned. All right, my beef bulgogi is done. There's the star of the show. The Frosty Root Boy mug. Here's today's beer. With our Korean dish, we have a premium Chinese beer, Sing Sao. Sounds good to me. I think I've had this before. Pretty sure. Whenever I go to the Oriental store, I always pick up a different kind of beer that I've never seen before. I don't know. I've had this before, I think. This is Sing Sao Chinese beer, imported from China. It's a lager. Chinese lager. Beautiful. Premium lager. Let's quaff the froth off of that. I can't wait to get some of this beef bulgogi in my mouth. Stay tuned. Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Chinese food. Let me get some of my beef bulgogi in my mouth. Stay tuned. My Korean beef bulgogi is done. Doesn't it look good? I had to cheat and take a taste of it earlier, but I got to take another taste on camera. Doesn't that look good? That's delicious. Absolutely delicious. I wish I could use chopsticks, but I can't. Wow. That's got a great flavor. You know what it is? It's the Asian pear. That's delicious. The flavor of the Asian pear is just superb. Everything in that, I gotta have another bite. That's awesome. That is absolutely delicious. You want to get some rice and some meat on your fork? And that was a ribeye steak. And it's so tender. It was already tender, but after marinating in that Asian pear and stuff, it's just super tender, super delicious. Sing Sao, good beer. Babies, you know what I always say? I say, I hope you'll try this recipe because it was awesome. If you can't find Asian pear, you can use kiwi fruit. And if you can't find the gochugaru pepper, you can use just regular red pepper flakes. But anyway, yeah, get yourself some meat. And you know, the best meat to cook with this is like a flank steak or short ribs, a tough cut of meat, because that pear marinates it, and the kiwi fruit would also marinate it. Anyway, pardon me. Anyway, that's my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you consider subscribing. You know what I always say? If you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go up the iCard and see my buddy Rich, who's making videos like a crazy person. He's just cooked the damn food. I love that name of that channel. Great channel. Go check out Rich, pardon me, in the iCard. Subscribe to me, Root Boy Cooks. Come back next week. We may not cook anything good. Had to burp. We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer. Bye!